Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you all know, my name is Oluwaseifumi Shogunle. That name, it's just so beautiful. Whew. Okay, so I hope you guys are fine. I hope you guys are staying safe in this period. Everything is okay. Today we're going to be talking about rape. Okay, so there's something I ran into, or a friend sent to me, something we ran into in social media, and been having this discussion about it. So I decided to bring it here, to find out what you guys think and all of that. So it's basically about a pedophile. So before we dive right in, I would like to tell you guys to please subscribe. Please do not forget to tap the subscribe button. And share if you must. Thank you. Welcome back, guys. So like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about something I ran into on social media. It's a story, so let me read it out to you guys. It says, my brother-in-law raped my 5-year-old daughter. Please post for me. Okay, so my brother-in-law, husband's younger brother, raped my 5-year-old daughter. My mother-in-law asked me not to involve the police because I was threatening to arrest the guy. She said it's a family issue and they will punish the guy traditionally. Now, my husband is telling me to choose between calling the police and my marriage. Should I get justice for my daughter or remain silent for the sake of my marriage? What's your opinion? First, traditionally. Like, honestly, if you were going to get justice traditionally, why did you tell her not to contact the police? Like, contacting the police is actually even a much more lenient punishment than going traditional. If we're talking about the normal traditional thing that we hear about. Okay, so what's your opinion? Funny thing is, when I saw this, I was like, definitely nobody would have one or two opinions. There's just one opinion. Obviously, she should arrest the guy. Like, that's the only thing there is. There's really no reason for any arguments or something like that. But I was shocked when I realized that there were several opinions. Like, honestly, there were people that said the guy should not be arrested because he's family. Like, why would you have a pedophile as a family member? I don't understand. Okay, so there was a comment, and I would love to read it out to you guys, but it is so long. It is so long. The person said, sorry for your pains and grief. Time will heal your wounds. I can beg you on my knees to please do as I say. If your daughter's hymen was ruptured. Now, basically, this person is saying that the daughter's hymen has been ruptured. The rape has happened. She has been disvirgined. That was the person's major concern. Like, it has happened. It has happened. Just move on. Now, let me read on. What has been done. You have a right and the law is in your side. It's by your side, but there is what we call family. Let God fight for you. Let her spilled blood fight for you. Like, the mother is not the one that got raped. It was the daughter. So why is the daughter spilled blood fighting for the mother? I don't get. She should be fighting for the daughter, but that's not what I'm going to. The person said, you need to keep your home to be able to take care of your daughter. Adding a daughter to a broken home to a rape issue is not what you want for that young girl. She needs you to be married still. You know what? Basically, the person is saying family comes first. You need to be concerned about your family before you concern yourself about getting justice for your daughter's rapists. Now, that's what the person is saying. First off, the husband said, give her the option of choosing between a marriage and arresting. Why would you, in heaven's sake, give your wife the option of choosing between your marriage and arresting your brother? Forget brother. The guy is a rapist. a rapist, a pedophile. He actually raped your daughter. He caused your daughter pain. You know what? I don't think there's any reason to go round about this issue. The guy needs to be arrested. I don't want to say, there are actually only two options. Either leaving it in the hands of the law or taking the law into your own hands. And you know what I mean when I say taking the law into your own hands. But why would anybody say you need to consider your marriage? That's what basically some people kept saying. You need to consider your marriage. You shouldn't get divorced. So you know that if you get if you get your brother-in-law arrested, then you probably have to get divorced, and that would hurt your daughter. I'm like, how is that? Why would that cause more pain than the fact that the girl was raped? The thing is this, yes, the hymen has been ruptured. Yes, what has happened. But there is only one. Yes, she would suffer for the rest. She would, well, not suffer, but she would always think about it. There is no way in heaven she would forget about that experience. But still, what would be a consolation when the mother decides to, keep the marriage and not get justice for her daughter's rapist? There is no consolation. Honestly, in my own opinion, I think the guy needs to be arrested. Oh Lord. If it was in my hands, I would not just arrest the brother-in-law. I would even arrest the husband and the mother-in-law. Yes, and tag them accomplice to the rape. Because why in heaven's sake would you say a rapist should not be punished? My daughter is in pain. And that's probably the only consolation that she would get, knowing that the person that caused her that pain was punished by the police. But then, a so-called father says he should not be punished. He should stay back in the house and continue to eat good food. In the name of tradition is going to punish him. What useless tradition? I know it's not something that's easy because she said it's the brother-in-law. It's not something that you easily decide. But really, before the mother-in-law will even have time to come and call me and say, don't arrest my son, the son would have been arrested and I would have, found my... So by the time the son is now arrested, is when I will now come back and tell them, yes, so this is why your son was arrested and your brother was arrested. Because he raped my daughter. It is then you would now come and meet me and tell me that, please don't arrest him. That is when I would now go and call the police and say, I have found the people that planned it with him. Oh, yes, they say I should not arrest him. Come and see them. And then I bring the police and then all of you together, you and your family members will go to the... Because if you can say your brother should not be arrested, that means you also actually have the nerve to do something like that. And we need to take that kind of person off the streets. What if he actually does it to other people? What if he has done it to other children? What would we be saying? A 5-year-old child? What about a 5-year-old child is inviting you? What about her is seducing you? Like, it's 5, for heaven's sake. She has nothing. God. Some people are just... There's some things that you just look about and then you think it's unimaginable. But you're shocked. I honestly don't even get why there are angles to this thing. Your brother-in-law raped your daughter. Your husband said not to do anything. Your mother-in-law said... The husband on his own is even very dumb. I can't even imagine how the person will call himself a father and actually watch his daughter being tamed, and go through that and still not be angry in the spirit. I can't get it. I don't see it. Honestly, if something like this happens, it's very simple. First off, you cry. Yes, obviously, you cry. There's no way. Then secondly, you take your daughter for help. Take her to the hospital to be treated, She needs medical attention and ensure that while she's being treated, the doctor is taking note of all this evidence that yes, she was raped. Thirdly, arrest the devil of that devil man that had the guts to do that. Yes, you need to arrest him. That's the next option to me. Before you even mention it to anybody, that man should have been in prison. So there's something the friend said. The friend said, yes, if the internet gets wind of this, that it could affect the image of the child and the family and all of that. And Okay, I see reason. So she said instead of, letting it go public, you could actually could employ the services of a legal arbitrator who would, take these things privately. You go through the court case privately, and the guys get sent into prison too, without getting the media involved, and then saving the image of the girl, that. So I actually agree. But then my question is this: what if you do not have the funds to employ the services of a legal arbitrator? What happens? We pray that we all have the funds, and we pray none of us actually have to go through this. Okay, so fourthly, I say, after you've gotten the devil of a man arrested, you could seek help for your daughter. You should seek psychological help for your daughter, so she actually knows how to deal with that experience and it doesn't affect her in life. Because I feel, honestly, I could arrest the husband and the mother-in-law too, because that's just so wrong. Why would you say he should not be punished? That's wrong. Because eventually, if he's not punished, and then the woman is more concerned about the marriage than getting the man arrested, and decides to save the marriage, eventually, no amount of love, there's no amount of love that you can show that child that would change how the child feels. The child would always see the person that defiled her walk around freely, and she would feel unwanted, she would feel unloved, she would feel dirty, she would feel every time, she would feel she wasn't enough, she would feel nobody cares about her. And then, have so many suicide cases these days. That's why these things happen. If eventually getting the brother-in-law arrested ends up making the woman lose her marriage, then some people said she could, get rid of the marriage and then remarry. I say it's not compulsory to remarry. Some people say, what if she remarries and the new husband, the stepdad, also defiles the daughter? Now, that's why I say it's not compulsory to remarry. You already have a child that's in pain, and you have to put in a lot of work for that child. So why not just take care of your child and then let the marriage thing be for now? And maybe when the child is old enough to take care of herself, probably when she's in the, how old she must be, but yeah, when the child is old enough, you could actually consider remarrying. But then if the child will not be safe, I think you should consider taking care of the child and remarrying. If he ends up, But then, real men would not actually ask the wife to choose between the marriage and their daughter. I don't think that you will meet any man like that. No, that man is not a real man. He's a child. Is he even a child? He's an accomplice. Yes, he needs to stay behind the bars. Yeah, so basically, if you want to avoid going public with things like this, you could actually consider getting a legal arbitrator. So I agree, going private is actually best. Although in life, I don't think these people ever get over the fact that they've been raped. Mere mention of rape and they hear it would actually make them remember what they went through years ago. So honestly, I feel a lot for this woman, and I hope whatever decision she makes would make the daughter happy and would help the girl very well. But honestly, a man that tells you to choose between your marriage, a man that tells you to decide between your marriage and your daughter's peace of mind, is not a man you should be with. That's what I think. It's not a man you should be with. Marriage is not a do or die affair. It's not. You don't have to die there. Why? So I hope everything goes well for her. I hope she's fine, and I hope the daughter heals well. I hope the Lord helps the daughter to heal well and go through and even forget this experience. But then I really hope that man, the brother-in-law, I really hope he gets punished for what he's done, so that so many other people that would probably do same too would be safe from this. Alright, I would love to hear you guys' opinion about this issue. The brother-in-law raped a daughter. The mother-in-law said she should not punish the brother-in-law that they would be taken care of traditionally. The husband told her to choose between a marriage and getting the brother-in-law punished, and the woman is confused. She doesn't know what to do. What do you think the woman should do? And if you were in her shoes, what would you do? What do you even think of the whole scenario? I'd love you guys to drop your comments in the comment section. I'm looking forward to reading every one of it. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, and share if you must. Continue to stay safe in this period, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for being here with me. Bye.